Your cat could be struggling with the heat right now, and you might not even realize it. Some behaviors that seem completely harmless during the summer can quietly put your cat's health at risk. The problem is that cats are experts at hiding discomfort, making everything look normal while their bodies work hard to stay balanced. And the most surprising part? One of the most common mistakes cat owners make is something almost nobody expects. Stick around until the end to find out if you're making this mistake too without even knowing it. 1. Keeping the house closed up with no airflow. The first mistake happens in thousands of homes every summer, and it seems completely harmless. When temperatures start rising, many cat owners close doors and windows to keep the hot air out. The intention is good, but the result isn't always what you'd expect. Without proper airflow, the house can become stuffy and uncomfortable, especially during the hottest hours of the day. And while we can quickly tell when a room feels too hot, cats usually deal with it very differently. Instead of showing obvious signs of discomfort, they often become less active. They run less, play less, and spend more time lying around. To many cat owners, this just looks like normal behavior on a hot day. But what looks like your cat simply relaxing may actually be their body's way of conserving energy to avoid overheating. The most concerning part is that this happens quietly. There isn't an obvious sign telling you something is wrong. That's why so many people assume their cat is perfectly comfortable, when in reality, they're just trying to cope with an environment that's hotter than it should be. And if you think this mistake is common, wait until you hear the next one, because it involves something every cat owner leaves available for their cat every single day. 2. Leaving water sitting out all day. Every cat owner knows their cat should have access to water at all times. But there's one detail many people overlook during the summer: the temperature of that water. In the morning, it may be cool and refreshing. A few hours later, especially on very hot days, that same water can become lukewarm without you even noticing. And as every cat owner knows, cats can be incredibly picky when it comes to drinking water. Many cats simply start drinking less when the water isn't at the temperature they prefer. The problem is that this happens during the very time of year when their bodies need the most hydration. What's even more concerning is that the decrease in water intake is usually gradual. You won't see your cat obviously refusing the bowl. They just drink a little less here, a little less there. Over time, those small differences can add up. Mild dehydration rarely shows clear signs at first. That's why many cat owners don't realize something is wrong until their cat seems more sluggish, less active, or starts showing changes in appetite. But there's another summer habit that seems incredibly enjoyable for cats and can hide risks that almost nobody thinks about. Before we continue, if you love cats, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to become part of our community of cat lovers. 3. Letting your cat sunbathe for too long. Every cat owner has seen this scene before. Your cat finds a sunny spot by the window, stretches out completely, and looks like they're having the best nap of their life. Because of that, many people assume there's no limit to how long a cat can stay there. After all, if they're still lying there, they must be enjoying it, right? Not always. During the summer, the sun can be much stronger than it seems. Windows, floors, and nearby surfaces absorb heat throughout the day, creating areas that become significantly hotter than the rest of the house. The problem is that some cats stay in these spots for a long time before realizing they're getting too hot. This is even more concerning for senior cats, overweight cats, or cats that already have health issues. And just like with most signs of feline discomfort, the warning signs are rarely obvious. Many times, the owner simply sees a relaxed cat soaking up the sun without realizing their body may be working much harder than it should to get rid of that extra heat. But the next mistake is even more surprising because it comes from trying to help your cat cool down. 4. Pointing a fan or air conditioner directly at your cat. When the heat gets intense, it's natural to want to keep your cat as comfortable as possible. That's why many cat owners place their cat's bed right in front of a fan or aim the air conditioner directly at their favorite sleeping spot. The intention is great, but there's an important detail many people don't realize. Cats like to regulate their own body temperature, and they usually do that by choosing different spots throughout the day. When they're exposed to direct airflow for long periods, some cats may become uncomfortable without showing obvious signs. On top of that, constant airflow can dry out their eyes and airways, especially in very dry environments. The goal shouldn't be to cool down only your cat, but to make the entire room more comfortable, giving them the freedom to choose where they want to hang out. And while this mistake is pretty common, the next one may be even worse, because it's literally happening right under your cat's paws every summer. 5. Thinking your cat is fine just because they're quiet. This is, without a doubt, the most dangerous mistake on this list. And it's also the most common. Many people believe that if a cat is struggling with the heat, they'll clearly show signs of discomfort. But cats don't work that way. By instinct, they tend to hide signs of weakness or feeling unwell. That's why when the heat is affecting them, their most common reaction isn't to make noise or ask for help. Instead, many cats simply become quieter. They sleep more, play less, look for cooler spots, and spend long periods barely moving. The problem is that this behavior is often mistaken for relaxation. The owner sees their cat resting peacefully and assumes everything is fine, when in reality, the cat may be trying to conserve energy to cope with the heat. And that's exactly why paying attention to small changes in your cat's behavior during the summer can make a huge difference for their health. 6. Ignoring hot surfaces. Many cat owners pay attention to the temperature of the room, but forget to check something just as important: the surfaces their cat walks and rests on. During the summer, floors near windows, balconies, patios, and areas exposed to direct sunlight can absorb a surprising amount of heat throughout the day. And while we may not always notice it, a cat's paws are extremely sensitive. The discomfort doesn't always make a cat limp or show obvious signs of pain. Most of the time, they simply avoid certain areas of the house or spend more time searching for cool surfaces to lie on. The problem is that some cats keep using those warm spots out of habit, especially if it's one of their favorite places to hang out. That's why it's a good idea to place your hand on the spots where your cat likes to spend time during the hottest part of the day. You might be surprised by how hot those surfaces can get. But none of the mistakes we've talked about so far is as dangerous as the next one. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these mistakes surprised you the most? And is there a tip we forgot to mention? Share your experiences in the comments below. And before you go, check out our latest video to discover even more amazing facts and fascinating insights about the world of cats. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the comments and in the next video.